All right. Thank you. Thank you for joining Gangster News today. I'm Orlando Hernandez. I'm your host here at Gangster News program, LOVE, Love Gangster News Radio. All right, we're going to be going back. See, our show evolves. It changes, ladies and gentlemen. We cannot put out the same old ho-hum stuff all the time. You'll get sick of it, and I'll get a lot of bad emails and tweets that say, hey, Mr. L Gangster News, you really suck. You ever thought about, cleaning toilets for a living? Well, I will not tell you that I got many of those because you did not hear that from me. I must continue with my career because, after all, I am a gangster and the founder CEO of this program. So we're going to go back to memory lane. That's right. And we're going to talk about fashion growing up in the hood. That's right. Because, at first, I was just a regular kid and I used to dress up regular. My dad used to get me construction shoes so I wouldn't wear them out so quickly because he didn't want to spend all that money. Hey, I never understood that, but them shoes did last a long time. Yeah, but then, I started wearing wingtips, and I wanted to be, wear baggy pants and shit. My dad would kick my ass if I wore baggy pants and Pendletons and stuff, 'cause he just, father knows best. He would kick my ass, so I used to have to carry my big pants in a bag and go down to my friend's house and put on my big pants over my regular pants and act like I was a cholo. But I did not know what I was doing. It was stupid. Stupid. Only a little kid would do. Kids, don't try this at home. Anyhow, as I progressed through life, then, there were Ivy Leaguers, first there was Pachucos, then they turned Cholo, and then there was Ivy Leaguers, and then the Continentals came in, and I found my niche. I wanted to be a Continental. Only problem was I was a poor kid in the hood, so I had to go out with my buddies, whose names I will not mention, and we would steal everything. That's right, they were my partners in crime. We stole every freaking thing there is. We were dressed to the hilt at Gage Junior High School. You'd think we came from a rich homes and stuff. Very influential, very, very influential. I used to have French cuff shirts, with roll-up sleeves, roll-up cuffs and French cufflinks and, styling with the latest slacks and mohair sweaters, and I had maxi jackets and, windbreakers and penny loafers, and instead of a penny, I'd put a dime in there. I mean, we were really styling, and the only thing I couldn't steal was zapatos. But I stole everything else. I was just surviving in the hood and meeting up, the demands of the trends for the day. I mean, peer pressure at school was horrendous, But the girls, they would dress up to the hill also. That's right. Them girls, at first, they would wear like open-toed, high-heel shoes, with stockings and garter belts. This was before pantyhose. And I was in class, in a row of chairs, and I would always drop my pencil and turn around, to check out some beaver. Yeah, it was always dark in there and everything, but we do it anyway. It was, just the thing to do, if you're a guy in school with all these girls wearing, stockings and garter belts. Hey, what can I tell you? Anyhow, then other trends came in and the pantyhose got started. So, yeah, when the hot pants came in, them girls used to wear open-toe, high-heel shoes with pantyhose and hot pants. And then they would wear, those tube tops, tube tank tops. That's right. They would just pull it up, or tuck it in over their head and stuff, and nothing was holding those things up. So, in the summer, on a hot summer day, especially during a heat wave, I'd be walking down the street holding hands with beautiful little Teresita, and I was a gentleman, style gangster kind of a kid. I would walk on the outside of the street, because that was the proper way. You had to know all the rules and shit, and the girl would walk on the inside. And I'm holding her manita, and, in the heat of the sun, would melt beautiful little Teresita's chocolate-covered raisins. And her tube tank top with ooze all the way down past her knees, and then she couldn't walk, so I had to help her out. I had to like reach over, and clean up get rid of all that, chocolatey, raisiny mess and get some leche evaporada. Yeah, that's right. But anyhow, that was the fashion days, but there were other, did you know that Anna Big Toe got a special award because she was born in 2 continents? No, it's true. Ladies, I could never, ever make that up. Listen, we don't lie here on Gangster News. We don't make shit up. This is not fake news. This is just, reality. That's right. We tell it like it is, and we don't give a fuck. All right. When beautiful little Teresita was born, she wasn't by herself. No, she had, a conjoined Siamese twin. That's right. And for years, she was growing up as a little child, and her Siamese twin was growing up a lot bigger than she was, a lot quicker and everything. And then they brought in some special volunteer surgeons from all over the world. And, they came in and they examined her, and they discovered they knew what to do at that point. So they separated beautiful little Teresita from her Siamese twin, and then they discovered that it was only her big toe. No, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot tell a lie. Oh my God! This has been Orlando Hernandez here on Gangster News with a little bit of trivia taking you back through time, baby.